Japan's dangerous peace drunkenness. Why people ignore warnings. Imagine this: an earthquake shakes the room, the ground trembles. But instead of screaming or running, the people around you simply glance at their phones and continue eating. A powerful typhoon approaches, yet no one seems to panic. They just check if the trains are running. In Japan, natural disasters happen frequently. But what's truly shocking is how calmly Japanese people react to them. Have they become too used to disasters? Or is there a deeper reason behind this unusual behavior? Let's dive into the unique disaster culture of Japan. Why are Japanese people so calm during disasters? Japan is one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world. Earthquakes, typhoons, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions happen regularly. However, what surprises many foreigners is not the disasters themselves but how Japanese people react to them. Instead of panicking, they remain calm, check their phones, and go about their day as if nothing happened. Even during major earthquakes, office workers continue their tasks. Students stay seated, and people in restaurants barely stop eating. This level of composure is almost unimaginable in other countries. But why is this? Is it because of experience, culture, or something else? In this video, we'll explore Japan's unique disaster mentality and why Japanese people remain so unfazed by natural disasters. Japan's unique peace. How did it become so safe yet so disaster-prone? Japan is one of the safest countries in the world when it comes to crime. You can leave your wallet on a table and still find it there hours later. Walking alone at night is rarely a problem. However, when it comes to natural disasters, Japan is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. It sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it highly prone to earthquakes and tsunamis. Typhoons regularly hit the country, and volcanic eruptions are not uncommon. Despite this, Japan has one of the best disaster response systems in the world. Its buildings are earthquake-resistant, its emergency alerts are fast and efficient, and recovery efforts are remarkably quick. This unique balance between extreme safety and extreme danger has shaped the Japanese mentality toward disasters. They know disasters will happen, but they also know they will recover. Haiwa-boke, or disaster resilience. Are Japanese people too used to disasters? When foreigners see how calmly Japanese people react to disasters, they often ask, are they too used to it? Some even call it Haiwa-boke, a term that means peace-induced complacency. Japan is so peaceful and stable that many people have become numb to danger. Instead of panicking when an earthquake hits, they check their phones for updates and continue their activities. Even warnings for major typhoons or tsunamis are sometimes ignored. However, others argue that this is not carelessness but resilience. Japan has faced so many disasters that people have learned how to stay calm and act rationally. Schools conduct earthquake drills from childhood, and emergency preparedness is a normal part of life. Rather than Haiwa-boke, could this be a form of mental toughness? Is this calmness a weakness or a strength? Let's find out. Japanese reactions by earthquake intensity. How big does it have to be to worry? Not all earthquakes are the same. And neither are the reactions of Japanese people. Unlike in many countries where even a small tremor causes panic, Japan has an unspoken earthquake reaction scale. The bigger the quake, the more noticeable the reaction, but at lower levels, most people barely acknowledge it. Let's take a look at how Japanese people typically respond to different levels of earthquakes. Magnitude 3. Oh, it's shaking. Keeps working, eating, or watching TV as usual. Magnitude 4. That was a bit strong. Brief pause, but continues daily activities. Magnitude 5. That was a decent one. Checks smartphone for seismic updates. Some people might move. Magnitude 6. Okay, that's serious. Some may take cover. Alarms go off, concern starts. Magnitude 7. This is bad. People actually evacuate. Damage is expected. For foreigners, even a magnitude 3 earthquake feels alarming. But for Japanese people, it's just another normal day. Many have experienced so many quakes that, unless it's strong enough to shake furniture, they barely react. This extreme familiarity with earthquakes might explain why Japanese people seem so calm in situations that would terrify most other people. Typhoons versus work. Why do Japanese people prioritize jobs over safety? In many countries, when a major storm or hurricane is approaching, schools and workplaces shut down, and people are advised to stay indoors. But in Japan, even when a powerful typhoon is on its way, many employees still show up to work, and students still attend school. Instead of evacuating, people check whether trains are still running, and prepare for their commute as usual. This is partly because Japanese infrastructure is highly resistant to typhoons. Buildings are designed to withstand strong winds, and drainage systems help prevent severe flooding. However, another major reason is Japan's strict work culture. Many people feel pressure to go to work no matter what, even if public transportation is disrupted or it's dangerous to be outside. For many Japanese, skipping work due to bad weather is seen as lazy or unprofessional. Some even stay overnight at the office to avoid missing work the next day. This extreme dedication to work often shocks foreigners, who would prioritize personal safety over their job. But for Japanese people, work comes first even in a typhoon. Ignoring disaster warnings. Are Japanese people too relaxed? Japan has one of the most advanced disaster warning systems in the world. When an earthquake, tsunami, or typhoon is coming, emergency alerts are sent to all phones, and warnings are broadcasted on TV and radio. Yet, despite these warnings, many Japanese people don't take them seriously. For example, even when a special heavy rain warning is issued, some people still go outside as if nothing is happening. When a typhoon is approaching, people check if trains are still running instead of considering evacuation. Some even go to see rivers and the ocean during storms only to get caught in floods. This is partly because disasters happen so frequently that people have developed alert fatigue. They hear so many warnings that they start ignoring them. But it's also because Japan's infrastructure is so strong that people trust things will be fine. However, this overconfidence can be dangerous. while Japan's disaster response is impressive. Not every situation is safe, and ignoring warnings can lead to serious consequences. Why do Japanese people stay calm even after a disaster? In many countries, after a major disaster, people panic. Supermarkets are emptied, chaos breaks out, and looting becomes a serious issue. But in Japan, something very different happens. Even after a powerful earthquake or a massive typhoon, Japanese people remain calm. They wait in line for food and water, follow government instructions, and help each other instead of taking advantage of the situation. This is not just because Japan is a peaceful country. It's deeply rooted in culture and social values. From a young age, Japanese people are taught the importance of self-discipline, patience, and cooperation. The idea of disturbing public order or acting selfishly is heavily discouraged. During disasters, this mindset becomes even more apparent. Another reason is trust in the system. The Japanese government and emergency response teams are highly organized, and people believe that help will arrive. This allows them to stay calm and wait for assistance, rather than acting out of fear. While this behavior may seem strange to outsiders, it's a key part of how Japan recovers from disasters so efficiently. The downside of staying too calm are Japanese people ignoring real dangers. While Japan's calm and orderly response to disasters is often praised, could it also be a weakness? Staying too calm can sometimes lead to underestimating real dangers. For example, when an earthquake or tsunami warning is issued, many people don't evacuate immediately. Some believe it won't be that bad, or they wait for official confirmation instead of taking immediate action. During the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake, many people didn't evacuate in time, assuming the tsunami would be small, leading to tragic consequences. Another problem is delayed decision-making. Since Japanese people tend to avoid panic, they also hesitate to make quick, bold decisions during crises. Companies may delay suspending train services or closing offices, keeping employees at work even in dangerous conditions. This extreme patience and trust in the system is admirable. But in some situations, overconfidence can be deadly. Being prepared and calm is important, but reacting swiftly when necessary is just as crucial. How can Japan improve its disaster response? Japan has one of the best disaster response systems in the world. But there is always room for improvement. To reduce unnecessary risks, Japanese people need to balance calmness with urgency, staying composed while also making quick decisions when needed. One key improvement is stronger public awareness campaigns. Many people ignore warnings because they are used to disasters. More education on how to react immediately could save lives. Schools and workplaces should not only conduct earthquake drills, but also teach when to act without hesitation. Another solution is faster and clearer evacuation orders. Japan's disaster warnings are advanced, but they often use vague language, like, "be careful," instead of direct instructions like, "evacuate now." Authorities should use stronger wording to ensure people take action immediately. Lastly, companies need to prioritize safety over work culture. Many employees still feel pressure to go to work even in extreme conditions. Businesses should implement remote work policies, or allow flexible schedules during disasters to prevent unnecessary risks. By making these small but crucial changes, Japan can maintain its remarkable disaster preparedness, while ensuring that its people react more effectively when it truly matters. Conclusion: Japan's disaster culture and its future. Japan's disaster culture is both a strength and a weakness. On one hand, the country has one of the most advanced disaster preparedness systems in the world, and Japanese people remain calm even in extreme situations. This composure prevents unnecessary panic and allows for quick recovery. However, this same calmness can also lead to underestimating real dangers. Ignoring warnings, delaying evacuation, and prioritizing work over safety can turn an already dangerous situation into a deadly one. Japan must find a balance between staying calm and taking swift action when necessary. As disasters continue to increase due to climate change and geological activity, Japan must continue improving its response strategies. With better awareness, clearer warnings, and smarter policies, the country can remain one of the safest and most prepared nations in the world. The question remains: will Japan adapt and improve? Or will its deep-rooted disaster mentality continue unchanged? Only time will tell. What do you think about this Japanese mindset? Do people in your country think the same way or differently? I'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or even questions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into Japanese culture. Thanks again for watching.